There is a book out that came out recently. I downloaded it on Audible because I heard about it and I was like, I want to listen to that. Like, people are talking about it. It's called The Woman They Could Not Silence. And I have tried listening to it several times and it is so triggering. I can't.
Mm,
I can't. I stop it every time, but I
mhm,
hear it's an amazing book
mm.
by Kate Moore. And it is about a woman who was committed to an insane asylum because her husband was tired of her.
Yeah,
She was not insane. She just stood up for herself.
yeah.
And the entire thing is just about her and just how strong she was. And I think there's some significant change that she was behind. And again, I haven't read it. I don't know. That time in history, a man who was tired of his wife could commit her at any point.
Yeah,
Claim mental illness and put her in an insane asylum for the rest of her life
yeah.
because she had postpartum depression, because she
Mhm.
stood up for herself. And then there was a day when there was an actual instrument, a muzzle that they could put on a woman's face that was like a cage for her
Yeah.
head. And it wasn't just that her mouth was covered and so she could barely talk. No, they had like a metal plate inserted that would hold her tongue down so
Hmm.
that she literally could not talk.
Yeah.
During my divorce, other people were told that I was mentally unstable.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted a divorce.
Yeah.
And when I read through these documents and started looking into the Provo, Utah Territorial Insane Asylum, which is now a reputable mental health hospital.
Hmm.
Well, everything I understand, they do good work today for people who need help. But it started out as an insane asylum, like all do. And I have no doubt it was just like all the rest in regard to it being a very unpleasant place to live.
Yeah.
It was so sobering for me to sit back and think about my own experiences and realize that if I had been going through my experiences 120 years ago when Marianne was going through this, the suggestion that I wanted a divorce because I was mentally unstable was enough to have me committed. That standing up for myself was a sign of mental instability.
Yeah. Considering from your own community, your own group of acquaintances, how many people assumed it was true based on nothing, right? Based on somebody told somebody. And they're like, oh, did you hear about
Mhm.
Susanna? She's gone mentally unstable.
Yeah.
And just the belief based on nothing settles in.
I lost a lot of my
Yeah.
community when I stepped away from my marriage and my religion at
Hmm.
the same
Hmm.
time. I went from having a robust community to really being very alone. It fits with the narrative that I think a lot of people need to have in order for them to prioritize their religion over empathy,
Yeah. Yeah.
to believe that narrative, because there couldn't be a legitimate reason for
Mm.
me to want to leave the religion. There couldn't be a legitimate reason for
Yeah.
me to be unhappy in my celestial marriage. So there must be mental instability.
Soft shunning, which we've talked about so much, it's not just an innate reaction, it's a method. I mean, it's designed to be that way.
And speaking as somebody who was in the religion for so long, and I will take accountability, participated in that soft shunning.
Yeah.
And that is something you and I can go into later, but you and I did not have a relationship for all of those years.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because I anything but loved you,
Hmm.
but I was so conditioned to believe that, and it wasn't worded this way, but I can see it this way now. If I were to lean in far enough to listen
Hmm.
to you and why you didn't feel comfortable in the church anymore,
Hmm.
and if I were to offer you the level of empathy you would have needed in order for you to like truly be able to communicate to me what your reasons were, and in order for me to like meet you where you're at and assume honesty and validity to what your experiences were, that level of empathy would have threatened my belief system.
Yeah.
Because if I were to think that what you were saying was valid in any way, which again takes empathy,
Hmm.
if I were to offer you that empathy, it would cause me to have to seek to understand you. And that's the first step out of the church.
Yeah, the leaders know this. They know that that's the natural human reaction. That if you take that step, it will lead elsewhere. It will do anything to prevent that.
It never once did I think those thoughts as a
Yeah,
believing woman. All I knew is I felt uncomfortable.
yeah,
It made me feel nervous and uncomfortable. And I was taught that when you feel that negativity, the nervousness, being uncomfortable,
hmm,
that's either the spirit prompting you, don't go there, or
yeah.
it's like Satan's influence.